Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to the Ripple Effect server. Last episode we brought our panda friend here, Bao Bao, over to the island making a 2,000 block long trip in the nether. It wasn't very fun and unfortunately I haven't had time to go and find another panda and bring said panda back to the island. Eventually one day he will have a friend and he won't be so lonely, but yeah, this is what we did last episode, at least the main thing that we did. We also made a flower farm, and I said that I wanted to, at some point, most likely off camera, make a bone farm, so I could have a good, access to lots of bone meal. And then I remembered the composter is a thing, and you can actually mass produce bone meal. So that's what we're doing today. Down here underground, our farms are actually filling up. We've only got 3 more offshoots that we can use, and from what I remember, these are a little tricky to build in, so let's get the cam account on and see if we can figure out which one we want to pick. Okay, so we're in the cam account now, and I can assure you that we are not going to be picking this one over here, because the area we need to dig out is about 40 by 25, I think I worked it out to be, and there's a giant water ravine just here, so good luck to me for when it comes to building something through this tunnel. I think whatever it is, it's gonna have to be pretty small because I don't want to clear this out with sponges. I seriously don't. So that leaves us with the other 2 options. These 2. This one goes directly into a beacon, so that could cause some issues. Or we could actually use it. I'm unsure at the moment. And this one just has a ravine, which we could probably quite easily work around. So yeah, I'm going to go with one of these 2 and just pretend that one doesn't exist, for now at least. Now, a lot of items can be used in the composter to create bone meal. I'm going to use pumpkins and melons. So this is Ilmango's pumpkin and melon farm for 1.14. It's not yet finished. I still need to add the note blocks and blocks on top. I just don't really want it functioning yet because I don't have the rails in place. I'll leave a link to it in the description, of course. So in case you don't know, the way composters work is each item that can be composted has a percentage chance to fill up a layer of the composter. I can't really say, hello creeper, I'm going to back down. Has a percentage chance to fill it up. So the melon slice has a 50% chance, and the pumpkin, just normal pumpkin block, has a 65% chance. Now, on that basis, you'd think pumpkins would be better. But no, because you break a melon slice and you get, I don't know what the actual range is between, around 6 apparently, melon slices. So you get, there's more to fill up the composter, right? But for some reason, and I don't really know why, Ilmango explains it in his video, I think it's something to do with the stalks not connecting. But this farm works so much better when it's melons and pumpkins. I did lots of testing in a creative world and decided that this is the way to go. Also, can someone explain to me if this is an intended feature or just a bug? Because I don't really know why it would be a thing, but my word, is it helpful for stuff like this. I don't believe it. Is this actually what I think is happening? A progress update? Oh my word, I'm breaking new ground here, guys. Yeah, so I figured I'd stop halfway, unlike what I usually do. I usually just finish it all in one cut. Figured I'd stop and show you what I've done. So we've got the room set up here, and there's still a couple more things I need to do, like I need to add a storage system for all the bone meal. I need to actually set the farms up and running and pretty it back up, back here up a little bit, because obviously you can still see all the stone walls, which is no good. And I've got to do the tunnel and just a few general more touch-ups here and there. But I've done the main room, and I actually think it looks kind of nice. So I'm using bone meal and acacia because I think those 2 blocks go really well together. And is it light grey? Yes. Light grey terracotta, I think, works quite nice alongside. I'm mainly using this because whilst I was waiting for 1.14 to come out, I got a little bored and decided to dig a 100 by 100 square in the mesa. So now I have like too much terracotta. So figured I'd get some use out of it here. But yeah, it's looking quite nice. And what I like about this build, once it's done, obviously you can't see it now, but this room is going to have a lot of movement to it. You're going to be able to see the minecarts coming in and out. You're going to be able to see the composters filling up, and obviously which I think is going to be the coolest thing, you're going to be able to see the smashing melons and pumpkins going on all the time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's going to look once it's all actually functioning. But for right now, yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, everybody, so we are now done. We've got the tunnel set up, which, as I said last episode, looks so much better with the new slabs and stairs and the lanterns, of course. And everything else is done. Now, I will say it's a little laggy. Every time the pistons push, I get my frames drop, which isn't great, but thankfully they only do it when I'm in the area, so it's not like, you know, wherever I am in my base, I just get a frame drop every like 10 seconds. Thankfully it's only when I'm in the near vicinity, so I can live with it really. It's not too bad. I have turned off my other melon and pumpkin farm in another farming area just to, you know, try and save on the lag. I don't really need them. Why are you two not grown? Okay, I need to fix that. I don't know why that's not grown. So yeah, everything else is done. What else didn't I do? I think it was just a storage system, right? Believe so. I don't actually know how much I've got. I think I've maybe left it on for about 45 minutes to an hour, so that's actually really good. I'm going to say that's near enough an hour, so what? Three stacks? Near enough 4 stacks for every hour, which is plenty really, considering this is going to be running like whenever I'm in my base. So I'm very happy with that. I've also got some blast furnaces down here. I needed some non-sticky blocks, so I thought I'd pick these as a bit of a change. It's quite a nice texture on top. Now this is probably going to take me a while to get back up, so... Oh no, first try. Okay, I keep lagging and getting stuck with it. I was half tempted to do scaffolding, but it seems to be working okay. So, that's not how minecart works. That sentence didn't even work either, but... Why are you doing that? Maybe it's just a glitch? Hang on, I need to check this is working. Hopefully. Okay, it is. Yep, we're all good, I think. Gonna go on your merry way. Anytime soon? Please? Okay, why are you not going? Okay, there we go. I think it's just a little bit of lag. As you can tell from how slow the minecart is, the server is still struggling with 1.14. As I record this, 1.14.2 has just come out. So no more pre-releases, hopefully. So fingers crossed. That one is the one that's going to stick around for a while and not break everything. So the whole reason we built that bone meal farm is so that we're able to supply this flower farm that we built up last episode with enough bone meal to keep it running, because it eats up to no end. And I love this farm. It works really well. I'm not wanting to change anything about it technically. I cannot learn to love this building that we put around it. I don't know what it is about it, but I extremely dislike it. My hatred has grown even more. I was kind of hoping I'd just get used to it, but no, it's gone in the other direction, and it has to go. It really does. Somehow covering it up with dirt has made it look 10 times better, and if that doesn't say something bad about my building, well, I don't know what does. But yeah, I've changed the dynamic a bit here, and instead of having some weird building that doesn't really fit with what we've got going on, I've made a bunker instead. So I've got a piston door here. It works on both buttons. This took longer to set up than I'm willing to admit, so let's breeze on past that. And yeah, we've just got a very basic room in here. There isn't really too much going on. These are smithing tables. I thought they kind of looked like a metal floor. Maybe? I don't know. I just wanted to use a new block, really, and yeah, so we've got that going on the floor, even though they're made out of wood. I don't know, they look kind of metalish to me. It's a bit of a different, makes for a change. And then we've got our composting things to put all our seeds in, so we can get a little bit of bone meal back. Same on the other side, just some beds and a clock, so I don't, you know, open the door when it's nighttime and just get blown up right away. So yeah, first time I think I've ever used a clock for an actual functionality. Is functionality a word? I don't know. I'm getting distracted. And then round here I've just got chests upon chests upon chests, not filled with flowers. So each one, apart from the poppies and the cornflowers, have 3 double chests full. So that should be plenty of room. I don't think I'm ever going to need more flowers or dyes than that stored at any one particular point in time. So yeah, that's what we've got going on here. I know it's very grey, but I feel like it kind of has to be for something like this. But yeah, certainly better than whatever monstrosity we had before. So we've still got a little bit of time left in this episode, and I was flying around the base here trying to think of somewhere we could build something because there's very limited space left, but it just doesn't feel full enough yet to call done, at least with the building, part of it. The non-natural side, we will eventually one day get to placing in all the trees and such, but yeah, I want to do all the buildings first, and I was thinking this area kind of needs something. I don't know what yet, and it's on really awkward terrain, so I'm unsure what I'm going to do at the moment, but I'm going to rack my brain for a bit here and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I have made a building kind of inspired by the Global Seed Vault in Svalbard, and I can say with utmost certainty that this is not the best looking build on the island. In fact, I kind of hate it, but I also kind of really like it at the same time. I think I just dislike it because there isn't really too much going on, but it works really well with how the terrain is around here, so I'm happy with it. What's inside? Not really anything too much, but behind this door, also not too much at the moment, but what will lie behind this door of secrecy is something incredible, something of absolute mystery, something nobody else on the server can get their hands on. Aubni's spoils containers, of course. Yes, the most secretive thing on the server. No, so that may have been a little bit of a lie. Ever since these lectern blocks have been introduced, I've been wanting to do this with Aubni's books because every single month he writes these really cool books and I want to put them on display, so I've decided to do that here. I've done 12 spaces. Aubni, no pressure to fill them up or anything. I just wanted to do more than less. And if we don't fill them up, then I can just change the room around or put other things in here. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, we've got them all on display here with most of the contents of them. I've sort of nitpicked ones that I needed. There was a lot more ice in here to begin with. That was the Hunt for Love thing. That's still full, so's that one with all of our crystal eggs. It's sort of like a little collector's room, and I really quite like it. Hold up, hold up, hold up. June's spoils container has just come through, so let's add this to the collection. I've already instinctively looked inside, and I can tell you, it's a good one this month. Look at all of this. I cannot believe Aubni has actually given us all of these things, like skeleton skull, creeper head, zombie head, 3 beacons. I don't know how many people are actually subscribed now, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. Redstone lamps, blast furnaces, that's 5 stacks of iron just to make that. At least I think so anyway. Yeah, so this is amazing. Thank you, Aubni. I haven't read the book yet, but maybe it's something Game of Thrones related. Dark and Full of Terror container. Although I don't recognize the title of the book, so maybe not. I believe in a thing called light. Let's give this a read. Okay, the month of June is where we can find the longest day of the year, the summer of solstice. I can't say that word for the life of me. Solstice. I'm probably saying it wrong still. In the Northern Hemisphere at least. And to celebrate that wonderful moment, we thought we'd include a bunch of ways to light up your life. So much variety, and if you decide not to light up your area, we have included an example of what might meet. Spooky, right? Also, music. And there's so many things. I can't believe that this is by far my favorite box, I think. So I'm assuming the theme of this one is things that give off light. Oh, these are special fireworks. Okay, now I'm trying to keep all of this together, as you know, so I'm trying not to take from it. But we got to see what this firework looks like. That was rather disappointing. Was it meant to explode? Maybe not. I don't know. I love it nonetheless. So yeah, this is really cool. Thank you, Aubni. I'm gonna go put it in the vault and also resubscribe. A boop and a boop. There we go. June's spoils container is now in place. It's looking so cool in here. We've got 6 more spaces left, so 6 months. I don't really know how long we plan on having the season running for, but maybe we'll be able to fill this up one day. I've also added Aubni here, little Aubni. So as you guys know, I'm trying to add all the server players' heads around the island in miniature form. and I think it makes sense for Aubni to be here instead of anyone else, so that's what I've done. The armor I've given him, I haven't even dyed it, I've just kept it the normal color, and it matches his head pretty much perfectly, so he's looking just like a walrus now, right? Maybe not, but Aubni, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'll help you out. I won't do this to you. I'll take your pants off. There you go. You happy? You're now a very half-naked walrus with extremely skinny legs. Hello, it's me, the camera account again. How are you all doing? I've got a little update on the bone meal farm for you all. So it's been running pretty well, but not really well enough for my liking. So to increase the rates a bit, instead of making another lag fest of these farms, which aren't actually as bad as anymore for some reason, they were just worse earlier on. They don't cause anywhere near as much lag. But yes, what I decided to do was to make a little bit of a cactus farm down below, and this is by no means the most efficient it could be. It's really not. It was a bit spontaneous, and like the room isn't really designed very well for it. I've had to make a like water stream in the middle here because I made it an odd block for some reason. I was kind of stupid. And the cactus farm design itself probably isn't the most efficient one there is, but you know, it drops cactus and it goes into the composter and adds to the amount of bone meal we get, so I would consider that to be working. Where is the actual storage? Yeah, so as you can see, it's filling up quite nicely. I don't really know how long it's been running for because I haven't really been at the base all that much. But yeah, so that's just a little something I did, so figured I'd let you know about it. There is just one final thing I want to do in today's episode, and as you may have seen earlier, I've got a bunch of books in my inventory. So in 1.14, you're able to add multiple protections onto your armor pieces, so you don't just have to have protection or fire protection or blast or projectile. You can, in theory, have all of them. So I've managed to scrounge together as many as I could of my books. I've looked back at my spawn town, I've gone through my villagers and found any that I could. I was only able to trade this fire protection book, I think, so I haven't really got all that I wanted, but I'm gonna see how this works and hope I can at least do a couple. Okay, I can at least do one. Wow, okay, that was expensive. Say goodbye to my 580 something levels. Didn't think it would add up to quite that much, but I might as well get some use out of them. I'm not really doing anything with them. They're sort of just racking up for no good reason. So let me show you what I've done. So for the chest plate, we've got this. I might put like a before on the screen if I can, although it's probably too late for that. Okay, I added fire protection and blast protection on the chest plate. On the leggings, I added protection and blast protection. The boots, just fire protection. And this helmet, look at that helmet. And there's still, I think I can even add one more if I needed to. I could probably put thorns on there. Okay, I'm unable to, but that doesn't really matter. The helmet is good enough as it is, and I don't really want thorns on my armor. But yeah, that's powerful armor. I'm probably going to try and gather together some more books and improve these two some more. Unfortunately, the chest plate and the helmet are too expensive, but I believe I can get at least one more on both of these, so I will probably do that in between episodes. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.